In this chapter, we're going to talk about creating a privacy management strategy. Just like any other part of your business, the key is putting a sound strategy in place that's going to help guide you to understand what are the various obstacles that you may encounter, as well as what are the steps that you need to put in place in order to successfully manage that program. And so privacy is no different in that the key is establishing a sound privacy management strategy to guide your activities. And so what you see here is a list of some of the more common questions that you need to answer in terms of putting your privacy management strategy together. Now, this is not the complete exhaustive list, but certainly gives you a good sampling of the kinds of questions that you need to be able to answer, ranging from things like what data do you collect, what do you do with the information that you collect, how long do you retain it, who do you share that information with, are you operating just inside the US or are you also operating outside the US? Are there particular regulatory requirements that apply to your industry as opposed to more general broad regulatory requirements that might apply to a region, for instance, like the EU? And so, again, these are a sampling of the types of questions that you need to start to answer. As part of this, what you also need to establish is who within your company is responsible for putting your privacy management strategy in place. If it's yourself, then obviously this is a great sampling of the types of things that you need to start to address. If it's not yourself, then one of the key action items is trying to find out within your company who actually is responsible for putting the privacy management strategy in place. In larger companies, this function often sits within the legal department. Many big companies today are actually now putting in place formal chief privacy officer positions, but typically in smaller companies it may reside within the legal department, or in some cases in smaller companies it may actually sit within the IT department, or in some cases within the marketing department. The key is not so much where it sits within the company, but that you need to make sure that somebody is identified as the leader and the owner for putting the privacy management strategy in place. And that individual can begin to lay out the plan as well as identifying who are the other people within the company that need to be involved with putting the privacy management strategy in place. Again, Trusty, as a company, we've been working with companies large and small for over a decade, putting privacy management strategies in place. And so we are certainly a resource to talk to in order to help you put the appropriate steps in place, as well as hopefully you'll be able to participate in some of the other chapters that we've put together in this seminar so you can learn some of the other key components that need to be part of your strategy. Thank you.